What's up, y'all? This is your homegirl Delilah, and this is episode 1, part 2 of Table Talks with the Homies. And we're gonna just jump right into it, but first and foremost, I'm gonna let everybody here reintroduce themselves and let us know what y'all repping. So who wants to go first?
Shit, Ryu Soul, Rapping Entertainment, you already know what's good.
Half 312, Rapping Entertainment.
DD to go, Helping Hood, Chicago.
What's good, you all? Mashawn Ali, Trap House Chicago, Restorative Justice, Community Work, Healthy Hood, Vault Gallery. It's just a family. I'm repping Chicago. Come on.
Yes. Anita Pilsen, Healthy Hood, Vault Gallery, everything.
Perfect. And again, this is episode 1, part 2. And I must admit, in the last episode, it was starting to get real juicy. We're going to go ahead and pick that up. We're going to go straight into it. And what we were last discussing is the terminology between dating and talking. And from what I'm hearing, it's been very thought-provoking on our outside relationships and friendships and workships and familyships. So has anybody have a change of heart, mind, or epiphany on the thought and the terminology of dating versus talking?
Yeah, I have. I mean, I'm the type of person that I like to come to a common ground about a word. Like a word can mean one thing with one group of people, and if I'm with a particular person or a group, we can come to an agreement that this word means something else for us, so we can communicate effectively. And for me, I think there's an additional word that was missing from our conversation that's been it's opened up possibilities for me in it's the word exclusive. You know what I'm saying? I think talking, I've learned that talking for guys, I ain't gonna say for guys, I ain't gonna speak for all the guys, but I'll speak for myself. Talking for me is dating for the women that I have dated and currently invest time and energy into now, the woman that I currently invest time and energy into now. So for me, because prior to this, it was like talking and then dating.
Oh, are you a territorial guy? Like what's mine is mine type shit?
I don't see 10 years ago, yeah. All right, I don't see a woman as something to have possession over. I see my partner.
I shouldn't say it like that. What I meant to say, what's mine is mine, type shit. Like just solo me.
If we agree to it, and that's the word.
All the poisons around type shit.
I think the word, I ain't gonna say that was missing from our conversation, but from last week to today, what we have been discussing and how it has been on my mind to the point where it's been the conversation that I've been having, it's the word exclusive, because we could be talking exclusively.
So wait, how does it go again?
In the past, I mean last week, before we got started.
Let me know the levels again.
It was talking.
Okay.
Let me say, because I could talk to multiple people, and then dating is you the one that I'm dating, Okay.
And I
this
just
is me
want
only, me personally.
I just want to recap that to Anita and I, dating means that you could date other people. We are not in an exclusive, committed relationship.
Come on.
And to some of y'all here, you thought that dating meant commitment, exclusive.
For me, I'm gonna say that. I can say that for me. Now, no, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole E word, you know what I'm saying? Exclusive. We ain't had the conversation where it's this us, it's it, and we just not, it's it. But we are intentionally investing in each other in a way that we haven't and aren't going to invest in other people. Come on, we gone. So that did it for me. Bam, I could be out here talking, dating, and if it ain't exclusive, I'm not
And exclusive means just in a commitment. And do you think that when you're exclusive with someone or want to be, that should just be talked about then, right? It's we are now going to talk about you and I being exclusive in a committed relationship.
Come on, that's what it means for me now.
Okay.
Yes.
So your stages are?
I don't have no stages. It's either you an option.
Are we in it
or
exclusively?
We exclusive.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all.
There's no middle in between.
Nope.
Okay.
I like that.
And that's new for me, so thank y'all. You feel me?
Okay.
I agree with that exclusive part. That makes a lot more sense. That clears up that gray area, I feel from what we talked about last time. Just being that talking, dating, and then it's that commitment that's exclusive. in that sense, and y'all are exclusively seeing each other, because you can always be like, we're exclusively talking to each other. Like, you can always put it in different aspects, but I feel like that was that missing area, that
Yeah.
gray area that we was all like, wait. What are we talking about? What the fuck are we all talking about? But that exclusive word, I feel like that fills that area.
Come on.
Yeah, for me, I feel like there's like stages. There's talking, that's when I'm just like texting with someone like, hey, da 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 da, and it doesn't mean nothing. We might not even go on actual dates.
Come on.
Then there's dating. We go on actual dates. We're hanging out. We might be sleeping over blue moon, like every blue moon, something like that. But we haven't talked about being exclusive or in a committed relationship yet until we talk about it. So to me, if I'm dating someone, it's a possibility that I'm dating other people. If I'm talking to someone, I'm definitely talking to other people too. And the only time I'm with someone in a committed relationship is if we actually have that talk that we both agree to be only with each other.
So that's raw to me. I like how you just said that. Talking, we, you know what I'm saying, we shooting the breeze, we texting, phone calls, FaceTime here and there. And then dating. For me, I'd be scared that like if I was to apply your approach, like that talking, and I think a lot of people do that, I think I would love the freedom to do that. I'd be thinking I'm gonna get canceled. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm dating too many people and it's like the occasional, we doing whatever we wanna do, how we wanna do it, and I'm doing that with multiple women, like that just seemed tricky that I can get caught up. A lot of energy.
yeah.
And not caught up like I'm lying or something, but like caught up with someone else's perspective, and that's gonna impact how I build community. You know what I'm saying? Like that's me personally.
It does get very complicated in the dating stage, especially if one person's like one person more than the other, or one person really wants to take it to that other step, and the other person's like, nah, I don't really want to be in a committed relationship.
Come on.
That's that area where it could be a little messy. That's that make or break area. Like maybe I'm willing to wait till we talk about that talk, or maybe I'm just gonna continue to date this person or date other people at the same time. But that could be a like the messy part of it.
Do you date with intention? Like, do you go from talking to like dating with intention?
By the time I actually go on a date with somebody, I actually want to go on the date with them. That's why the talking phase is also important to me, to catch a vibe, because I don't just like straight go on a date. Although like I'm a little bit more open to straight going on a date, but I never want to be caught in a date situation where I'm like sitting with this fool and I'm just like, oh my God, because it's actually happened. So I just want to be like talking, like catching a vibe, like, hey, do I actually want to go sit and have dinner with this person? Do I actually want them to come with me and the homegirl on a double date? You know what I mean? So that's why the talking part is really important for me, because then we go to, okay, cool, like talking might not even last that long. It might be just, oh, cool, they're really vibey. Now what's up, when we gonna go hang out, you know? And then dating, to me, when I'm dating, I do date with the intention. I hope that this is a person that I want to potentially be exclusive with. I don't be just dating for the sake of dating, just like, I mean, sometimes I want to go on dates, but I mean, I always have intention with the people I'm hanging out with, you know? I try not to have too much expectations on the person though, because that could get you hurt. And sometimes if you go on a date or two and you're just like, nah, bye, you know? So, anyone else on this dating talking vibe? Has anybody else had this conversation outside of here since that point? Dating versus talking.
Just me and Google.
What Google been saying? What did that say?
Confusing the word.
God, come on.
Ask the third question first.
So in the dating phase, or dating to be exclusive or intentional, is the person that you're gonna date or be with a reflection of you and how you feel about yourself, or just a reflection of you in general?
Shit, hell yeah. Look
When
at,
you're dating and going into an exclusive relationship, that person is a
I
reflection.
think not the dating part, but like the relationship part, yeah. Like if you look at Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, Nipsey Hussle, Lauryn Hill, or I don't know her last name. London, my bad. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't be with no like weak-minded chick or like poor choices, or you know what I'm saying? Like not really street smart type shit, you know?
I definitely think they have to be a reflection of you, because if you're like actually spending that time to go on these dates with this person, you have to actually like genuinely be like, oh, I fuck with your vibe, like this is cool. And especially if you're going on these dates and you're having those second thoughts, you're already thinking like, can I see myself going on more dates with this person? Can I see myself bringing them around my peoples and stuff like that? And when you get to that point where it's like, they be doing some weird stuff or some things that I just don't vibe with, or we're just not connecting on a certain level, they have to be at a certain point, they have to be a reflection of you. Because if you're going on these dates with no intention and it's like you're not holding them to a certain like type of expectation, like you at least have to match my vibe to come on this date. You know, like we have to connect on some sort of level, whether it's like, you know, off just pure connection or like certain interests, like y'all share same similarities and stuff like that. But just like you can't just be, you know, out here willy-nilly going on dates. And it's
Or in
like,
the club every weekend.
Yeah.
Like,
Come on.
damn, girl, chill out.
Come on.
Because I'm gonna keep it real, because sometimes I feel like, because I asked this question on my Instagram and I said, is the person you're dating or sleeping with, messing around with, or whatever, a reflection of you? And majority said no, they weren't a reflection of.
Different, like,
That was a wide
relationship
question
is-
you just
yeah.
That was
asked,
a,
too.
I guess that was a right range, like
Right.
talking and sleeping with is different than
Yeah.
dating and being exclusive.
Well, I
Yeah.
think that's where the opposites attract. Kind of
That's what I was gonna say. That's what the opposite
So
is trying.
it's
That's what
like-
we're good with it.
So I'm like in the middle,
Yeah.
you know, because I mean, you definitely would like somebody that's on your level, right? That matches your energy. But then at the same time, I feel like I date a lot of people that are opposite of me. More
Which is
quiet. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know at that. On that answer, I'm in the middle.
Can we double click reflection of you? Like, what do we mean by reflection? Are there a reflection of you? Like, what does that mean?
I don't know, but I think in my head is like, I think like, you know what I'm saying? The opposites do attract, but once you're together, you just start acting like each other.
That's
You
true.
finish each other's sentences, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So much I hang together with each other is like, you know what I mean? Like I was out there bullshitting in the streets, and this girl was opposite from me, you know what I mean? But when I was out there, I'm like, hey man, can you hold this? Across the street.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So she's across the street, they're not gonna mess with her because she doesn't look like, you know what I'm saying? She's all preppy or whatever, you know what I'm saying? With her person, she got the shit on it, you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
I'm across the street and the cops like, you just look at her and over here grabbing me, checking me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then so much time you spend together, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like, you're kind of really, you know what I'm saying? Answer each other's, whatever, you know, somebody asking something, you answer at the same time or whatever.
Well, yeah, you show, I mean, I think that with opposites, you know, you're gonna show them something, they're gonna show you something, you're gonna connect. Then you learn what your common interests are, and maybe you weren't interested in that before, and now you are.
Does reflection of you mean like compatible? That's what I'm trying to see. I don't have a quick
How I
answer
kind of view
to-
it, and maybe we could have Nelly look up reflection, but this is what I'm thinking when I say it. Is this somebody that you're proud of, that you're like, you know what, I don't mind the public seeing me with that. You know what I mean? Especially right now, as I'm in the public and working with certain people that I admire, the man that's gonna be on my arm, that's gonna come with me to these things, is a reflection of me. You know, not all the time, because sometimes I'd be slipping, but sometimes I would like for that person to be a reflection of me. And I noticed as I became more confident and more in the public eye and working with people I admire, I started to really be selective on who I was bringing out with me. That's when I got really selective. It's just because I feel like it's a reflection of me, and people look at that. People could tell when you're dating down or when you're not dating someone that matches the vibe and stuff like that. So to me, a reflection is someone that you're proud of to be
you
seen
have,
with.
like, real chemistry though, like people outside can really tell that chemistry, like man, they belong together type shit.
And
What do
people
you think?
outside
That's
can
a good
really hate on
reflection.
it too.
Come on.
Yeah.
because when motherfuckers start hating on the relationship, that's when you know, like, oh, wait a minute.
That's another reason why I don't even like to be public with the stuff too, because what I notice is sometimes when I tell people who I'm dating or if I like someone, you know, especially with the social media age, people just start digging like, oh, this person like this. I know their person they used to talk to, date, and all this stuff. And it's just like, damn, you know, so to me, reflections really is someone I'm proud of and that I don't mind being seen with.
So saying that, I can answer the question now.
Okay.
I'm gonna say yes and no.
See, I'm in the middle.
I feel like yes, come on, we gone. You know, like I'm cool with you being on my arm. I would imagine you are cool with me being on your arm as well. And I don't believe that, like, I'm grateful for like who I am and where I am, what I've done. And I'm not the person that like rests on my laurels, like previous accomplishments. I don't believe I'm like the person that I'm going to be to the point where like I am reflecting or like illuminating who I am fully. you know. So that's why I say yes and no.
And
Yeah.
you can't control the other person. You know, you may see a different side. And, you know, when people peep them or have prior experiences with that person, then, you know, they come out and they show their true colors. You don't know that because you're only getting what they're showing you at that point.
Come on.
Exactly. The next thing, and the reason why I asked this next question is because me and my homegirls that are bosses, we've had this discussion where we sometimes feel men could be a little intimidated on dating empowered women. So this is for the males. How do y'all feel about dating someone that makes more money than you?
Shit,
A woman that makes more money than you?
I don't really care. I think if you just know yourself as a person, be confident in yourself, like, I don't really care, to be honest.
So I ain't never really had that experience, so I don't know fully what it would feel like. And I don't think I would have an issue with it, you know. I'm the type of person that, like, if I know what you like, prepare for a lot of it. Update me on what you like. You like your back rub, you like your feet rub, that's gonna be a part of how we chill. Like, that's a part of, I'm gonna incorporate what you like as a part of my routines. And like, I enjoy being that person for my person. So, I mean, if you a boss out here getting it like that, come on, let me be a part of your relaxation routine, you know? So, yeah, I don't think I got no problem with it. And I don't know how much more money you talking about. They bringing in like they bringing in a whole M, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm you know, 6-figure shine. Yeah, you know, so I don't know what that would feel like.
See, and that's why I feel like people say yeah, but when they're in the situation, well, I'm gonna say when men say yeah, but when they're in the situation, it's a different story.
I mean, to be honest, I've dated women who got more money than me, like nurses, teachers, like type shit. Like I said, like, I'm not into you because you're money.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm confident in myself. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like,
She got a Range Rover, bro.
Super bossed out. But I say this to say,
Come on.
I say this to say because one of my male homies, me and him were in a discussion one time, and he was talking about a woman that was more boss than him, or he felt that she was, and he was like, you know what? I'm not gonna holler at her because she just, there's nothing I could do for her. And I was looking at him like, cause he's a super boss. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, go holler at her. Like, she don't want you for your money. I'm like, there's so many things that you could give to her. He's like, I don't know what I could offer her. I'm like, you could empower her, support her, love her, be her best friend, like all types of stuff. And so he was like, nah, that's just not even, I'm not even gonna go there. And I was like, And I, you know, like I said, a lot of my homegirls are bosses, and we feel sometimes men are a little intimidated by independent women, women that have more money, or empowered women that don't necessarily need a male in their life. And the thing is, a lot of the times we don't want your money. It's not the money that we want. We just want those simple things that don't cost a lot, that are way more valuable than money. So yeah, that's just something I always wanted to ask, and that's how this podcast was created, around things that us women get so confused about. So
And you gotta keep in mind too that, like, for men, masculinity has, like, oftentimes is defined not by the male themselves. You know, it's like your masculinity is like your material possessions, the money you got sitting up, you know. So, like, thinking about it that way can definitely, I'm just trying to add grace to the perspective of, she out my league. There ain't nothing I can offer her. You know, I'm not on her level, so I'm not even gonna shoot. You know.
nah, fuck that.
Yeah, I hear you. I think that we,
And that's how men should think.
yeah,
Yes.
you know.
But you just gotta realize too, sometimes you're up here, and then you get a little, you know what I'm saying, bad luck, and boom, you know what I'm saying?
That's
So
real
it goes
too.
up and down,
Come
you know
on.
what I'm
It
saying?
does. It does.
It goes
go
up and down.
and
Sometimes you could be balling more than hurt, and then sometimes you gonna be balling more than you. You know what I mean?
yeah. I feel
I
like it
have
fluctuates.
experienced that, like,
Yeah.
firsthand,
Yeah.
having it, tripped
Yeah,
up,
same.
not
Yeah.
having it, getting it back, then not have, like, I've definitely, you know, so that's real.
Like with me, I don't think it would matter, as long as you're gonna hustle. I don't care what you're doing, where you work at. As long as you're hustling and you're making sure that you're gonna go to work, come back, try to support or bring money into our relationship. It doesn't have to be more than me. It doesn't have to be equal to me. But as long as, you know, you're there and you're contributing,
Come on. And a woman can't be the type of woman that's like, how much you done did? What she did? Like, she can't be judgy either. Though. But then again, why she not gonna be dating that person though? I don't think we even talking about this type of person either though.
Yeah.
So.
We're talking about women that are just already independent and got it all. And, you know, you're just dating her. And sometimes, like I said, some women just feel like men are intimidated. And I know that they are. Maybe it's not you guys.
Have you guys ever been intimidated by a guy?
Intimidated by a man
Yeah.
that makes more money?
In general, maybe he makes more money than you, maybe he's more confident in himself or other aspects, not just the money aspect. You're like, damn, like, man, I don't know about this guy, should I go for it?
They said, nope.
No, actually, it
I
might
would shoot my shot.
Yeah, me too. I will shoot my shot, and it might be like something where I'm like, damn, he's on a whole nother level. But that's intriguing to me because I want to be around people that's at a whole nother level so I could learn something. And we all could add something to the table, you know what I mean? And I feel like in a relationship or a partnership, there's going to be times where things fluctuate. I might be broke as hell, you might be popping, and the next week I might be popping and you might have broke your leg, you know what I mean? So I feel like in a relationship, it might be like a little fluctuation, but I don't really get intimidated by like a male that's popping. I've dated some men that got it going on.
How do y'all deal with rejection?
Ooh.
Girls hate rejection, right?
Come on.
Why you think it's so hard? Let's be honest. Hey,
She
let's
said,
be
wait a minute,
honest.
who's asking the questions here?
Come on.
I feel like women take it way worse.
Yeah,
Like,
I think so.
Have I ever?
I think that goes well into like what forms of rejection look like, which is your next question.
Yeah, I feel like.
And I do got a question from what you said, what both of you all said, too. I don't know if it's before the rejection or after the rejection. What you said was like, I'm intrigued by dating up.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm curious, like, what like the source of the intrigue, like, is that based on someone's gender? It's like, can a man be intrigued by dating? Because I'm the type of man, like, I want to take you places that you haven't been to, that you like. And I want to take you places that you know that you already like. You know, and like this millionaire woman that has heart, like, I'm probably not going to be able to fly her somewhere for dinner and then fly her back.
I think that's all about your intention on what it is. I feel like a lot of people, I just feel like people in general, when you put thought into going on a date, if you put thought into taking somebody out somewhere, it doesn't have to always be a monetary thing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to spend the most amount of money to show you how I'm going to treat you. It could be like, well, let's go to this like paint class. Let's do this. Let's talk about what our goals. Let me pick your brain about certain things. I feel like when you go into something with intention and there's thought behind going on a date or there's thought behind doing different things, you can spend $2 and be like, let's just go on a picnic in the park and let's talk about it. Let's get a bottle of wine. Let's get a $12 bottle of wine. Let's paint. Let's work on the canvas.
Thoughtfulness.
Imagine
I think
coming
that's-
home to your house clean.
Oh,
Period.
I think that's theory.
Wash the dishes and it'll be fine.
Is that theory or is that?
Cook for
But you know
her.
what though, when she's saying, and I'm not talking for her, but what I think what she's saying when she's saying dating up, that don't mean money. It could be spirituality, you know what I mean? Like, you know, what you believe in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So there's so many different levels when we say about dating up. It's just something different that we don't
More knowledgeable,
that
you know, like.
we don't experience normally, or maybe we're not into. You showing me something different, and that doesn't have to be money.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking about money
Yeah,
from
and
the
if
question.
you're talking about taking me on a flight for lunch, then I'm gonna think you're the Tinder swindler.
No PJs, come on.
Listen, I'm not getting on no flights. I'm not going nowhere.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I was gonna say, is that theory we're talking about, or is that actually like real life experience? Because thoughtfulness is gonna get you in the door, keep you in the door, and I think there's also a quality of life as well. That this, and I'm still thinking about money because that's the question. Of like the woman that I'm dating makes more money, and I would imagine that you make more money, you in different places than somebody that's a whole zero off in your bank account. Like, I don't. It's 1 comma, not 2. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking about, and I'm not thinking about like your salary position is more. When I'm thinking about this person makes more money than me, I don't know why I'm imagining.
Or maybe it's not always money.
Electric
Maybe it's I'm
G-Wagon.
doing more than the guy. You know what I mean? Maybe it's like I'm just doing a lot more than the guy, and that could be a little intimidating to someone that I got my hands in a whole bunch of different things. But for me, when I'm dating, thoughtfulness goes a long way for me because that shows me that this person is paying attention to what I'm saying.
Come on.
So when I know that you're paying attention, you're doing like little things that maybe are free and don't cost a lot, then that makes me zero in more on you and like, damn, you know what? He's actually paying attention and he's doing something that's thoughtful, that doesn't cost much. And so then your question about rejection, I don't know, I usually don't shoot my shot first, or I kind of might just like feel it out, but I don't,
When you say rejection, what do you mean?
I mean, there's different types, like, you try to shoot your shot and he's like, nah, I'm good. Or you guys tried out a relationship, we tried to date and he's like, you ain't the one for me type shit. Like, those types of.
that's where we could go into that.
So I have issues with the ghosting.
Cool, and we're gonna go ahead and get into
Nah,
topic number
like,
2
I'm
then.
talking about, like, he told you straight up though, like, straight up. Like, you're not the one.
I don't think a lot of homies tell you straight up.
I mean,
Yeah.
I tell him straight up, like.
Well, you.
Maybe you do, but I think a lot of guys, what they do is they start ghosting. We're gonna go right into that topic too, which let's go ahead and have Nelly read us the definition of ghosting. What does ghosting mean?
So per Urban Dictionary, it's when a person cuts off all communication with their friends or the person they're dating with zero warning or notice beforehand. You'll most likely see them avoiding friends' phone calls, social media, and avoiding them in public.
So the reason why we're going to talk about this is because Anita has sent me a TikTok of a male, basically, and this goes both ways. Sometimes when you're talking to people, they're calling every morning, good morning, they're texting every morning, good night. You know, they're how you doing? What'd you eat? How's your day going? Da da da. It's like every single day consistency, and then you might have a scheduled date, or a holiday is coming up like Valentine's Day, and all of a sudden you're MIA. So the question is, why do people do that? Why do people ghost? And is that a form of like trying to reject somebody?
I mean, you look at me, so I was just answering. I don't think like I've ever ghosted anybody. I have, but like, to be honest, if I do that, I don't just do it with females. I do it with like homies or whatever. Like, if I'm going through some shit, I don't want to talk to nobody. Like think of me going on a hill and I don't want no one around me. That's how I am. Type shit. So.
Have you ever been ghosted?
Yeah.
Who has been ghosted here? All of us have been ghosted. And I feel like,
Some ghosting.
I mean, per the definition is not just in like a romantic relationship
Well, we
though.
talk
That's-
about romantic.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was about to just be real petty. Like I be going through stuff and I don't be on Instagram for a month. But relationships, no, I ain't never really ghosted
Oh no, you know what?
someone or have been
There has been
ghosted.
situations where I have ghosted, but I've seen them doing some funny shit. I mean, I'm like.
oh, so you ghosted for a reason.
Yeah, like I'm cool. Like I'm at a point in my life where like I'm not gonna ask you to a certain extent. Like I might like, hey, what's up with this? And then we get through it, and then I see you doing that funny shit again. I'm cool, man. Like, do you? You know what I'm saying? Like, we all make choices in life. That's why I keep saying it.
Give us an example of what ghosting is to you.
So ghosting to me would be like, you know, I'm talking, dating, right? Not exclusive. We talk every day, maybe every other day, you know, multiple times a day. And then on, let's say, a special occasion like Valentine's Day, do I want you to be my Valentine? Hell no. Did I ask you to be? No. Did you ask to be mine? No. But why on that specific day would you not hit me up? Like, what's up?
What would the hit
Right,
up
take
be?
it
What are you
serious,
expecting? Not expecting, but what?
A happy Valentine's Day, a
No.
text,
Well,
or
not even a happy Valentine's Day, just the norm. Like, we talk every
Yeah.
day. We
why
talk
on
about
Valentine's Day you
everything.
skipping this one day and not saying good morning,
It's
good night, and how you
because
doing?
you're scared that the person's gonna,
Catch feelings or something?
or think that, you know, you guys are something more than you're not. Like,
'Cause it's Valentine's Day.
What's the problem with saying,
He's
yo,
not
what up?
confident to hit that entitlement yet. You know what I'm saying? Or
What you
he's just
mean, bro?
playing you
What do you
type
mean?
shit. Like, all right, so she's talking about that scenario, right? I would think like, all right, this is the day where I gotta make some shit happen, move for shorty. So I either do that.
For shorties, cause y'all only dating.
For shorty,
Y'all
let's just
only
say her
dating.
scenario. I'm just talking about her scenario. Like,
Okay.
shorty, all right, this is the day I'm gonna take her out for real. We talk about the big shit, or I'm just gonna be like, I'm not taking it seriously. I'm like, this was just fun type shit. You don't deserve this day.
Then why
Our
waste
sister
people's time then?
But I've never been in that exact situation.
Our
So I
sister
did a
said that they're
test,
not
though.
dating exclusively
I
though.
did a test on the last holiday, right? So I was like, okay, listen, I did a test. you
Come
know what I'm
on.
saying? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait, right? Usually I won't hit nobody, right? I'll be waiting for them to hit me, right? So, you know, it's like real dry. My phone is super dry. I'm like, okay, let me hit, let me hit A, B, and C, right? What's up? Happy Valentine's Day. I'll hit right back. Happy Valentine's Day, da 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 da. And I'm like, so what was the problem? What was you worried about? Did you think that I wanted you to take me out, or were you scared of a rejection? Did you think I was with another dude? Like, what's the problem?
Did you ask them that?
Huh?
Did you
No, but
send
that
that?
was my first test, so you know what I'm saying? I gotta think about the
Man,
next
they
step.
probably thought like, oh, she wants some play. That's it. Like,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying?
I don't
You
know.
hit 'em up on that day type shit.
From what I'm learning, I think the lack of exclusivity comes with the lack of expectations. You know what I'm saying? And like, I think that talking/dating minus exclusivity, don't worry about what or why, and be open if you decide to be, if and when you get an invitation. And I think that goes both ways, because just as much as I would like to invite, this is all hypothetical for me, because exclusivity just blew my mind. Like, keeping it a buck. I don't know why or what I was thinking prior, but and I'm like, a reflection of me is somebody who understands the value of communication, to the point where you can be like, why you ain't say Happy Valentine's Day to me? And then I actually got to be like, damn, why didn't I?
That shit.
Huh? It was just to say
I
that.
gotta ask
Why
that shit.
not though? Are you scared of rejection?
Nah, because you already showed me your choice. That's a choice. You
Yeah.
don't have to. Why should I force that river to flow that way?
Yeah.
You want to flow that way? That's fine. That's why I keep saying it. We all make choices in life.
And that person being authentic and communicating in a way that is 100, not 100, but close to their truth as possible, is how we can actually find out if this is the person. And then you never know, I might be like, I'm A, B, C, or D. I ain't saying nothing to you all day. I'm at home doing whatever I'm doing because I ain't taking nobody out. Mm-hmm. You just say Happy Valentine's Day, the first one of my A, B, C, or D. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, man, that's real. And then it also followed, why you ain't say Happy Valentine's Day to me with the emoji? Like you ain't saying it angrily, but like it's, you know what I'm saying? You saying it like, you hold me. Happy Valentine's Day. Come on,
Happy fucking Valentine's Day.
Come on. Me being one of your options and you one of my options, I'm gonna actually be on my couch sitting and thinking like, damn, why didn't I? And then I might say something on the line of, possibly, or just like I want to reserve Valentine's Day. I don't know, but just like, I don't think that an option has to.
I look at it like this. Look, if you're hitting me up every day and we're talking every day, we're saying good morning, good night, we're fucking falling asleep on the freaking FaceTime. Right. And we're all like, how's your day? Did you eat? I like, you look good.
Yeah, that's Valentine's
but all of
Day
a sudden, Valentine's Day comes and you ain't saying nothing to me, then I'm gonna let you move accordingly. But now I know it's like, you can't even say a happy Valentine's. You talk to me every single day, but
real.
now all of a sudden on Valentine's Day, you're ghost.
Do you say something on February 15th?
No, I don't. I'll ghost you right back. That's how I kind of do it.
But
They will. They'll pick up. So how was your day going? Get your bag.
You had a main shorty then. You had a main shorty. You were just
Probably.
I want to go to the barbershop these guys go to just so I can hear the conversation. Like, boy, I ain't texting nobody on my, like just to hear the conversations. Because I don't understand. My guys is either super single or super caked up. So like it's not a lot of my homies that's just dating like that, so I don't have a life experience to share in this moment.
So basically, I want to go back to the TikTok that you sent me. It wasn't about Valentine's Day. What he was saying was like, okay, I'm talking to a girl, we're texting her, we're doing the same old shit. every single day. But when it comes time for us to go on the actual date, you MIA. That actually does happen. That's a real thing.
The girl bees,
Oh,
like,
girls
The
do
girls do it, guys do it. It's like
I
we're
think it's
talking
like
every
a
day.
security thing, to be honest.
I think it's a little bit of a fear thing. Like shit,
It's
it's
like an
a
anxiety thing.
That shit's getting
I
real.
think.
So-
shit's getting real.
And he's like, if I don't hear nothing from you, at this point, I'm already losing interest.
Like, I don't want to go on that
You
date.
know, and if I have to hit you up, then
Like,
I-
yeah.
Like, are we still going out on a date? I think that's.
I don't wanna do that.
shit
Yeah,
ever.
that's what I agree.
I don't want to do that.
And I think that falls.
Because you're
in
not
line.
speaking, it's speaking already.
Right. but
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
also
That tells
falls
me
in
a lot.
line With the same thing like with a holiday, we talking, and now on this specific day, whether we're going out or we not, or it's a day that you just say Happy Mother's Day or Happy Father's Day. Now you don't know me type of
Yeah.
shit. That's funny shit.
I think it doesn't even have to be like, for example, like on Valentine's Day. It doesn't even have to be like Happy Valentine's Day. It could just be like, just carry on the same energy that you had the prior week before. Still, good morning.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
did you sleep? Type shit. Like
Yeah.
carry that same energy that you took before. Like, granted, it could be a holiday like that, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, whatever. If you just carry that same energy, just keep carrying that same energy that you had from before. It doesn't have to be like, oh, Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you have a.
Yeah, it don't have to be all extra and shit,
It
but
doesn't
carry the
have to
same
be-
energy.
Right. It doesn't have to be extra. It could just be
Some
like,
flower
hey, how are you?
emojis.
Right. It ain't gotta be something. It don't gotta be something that's crazy. It could just be like carrying that same energy from the week prior, from like the day before, like how y'all talk on a day-to-day basis, or talk every other day type shit, or like a quick check-in. Hey, hope your day's going good. I'm a little busy type shit. Just like, I feel like that, just like keeping that same energy that you had from before, even if it's a day like a holiday type shit.
and the brother possibly don't want to what you up to later respond,
Yeah.
reply to like a, yo, happy Tuesday, happy Valentine's, and it turns into a what you up to later. You know what I'm saying?
You not, and then they're not available.
Then I'm
They got
kicking it with
Valentine's
my, something they gotta,
Yeah.
and I can imagine, like, I would like to not have to reimagine my life dating with this new knowledge. Like, I love to be like, just to continue to moving forward, how I'm moving, to see what exactly this turns into, and it'd be dope if that's like what it is. And thinking about if I'm ever in a situation where I'm like single all over again, and like, that's just a lot though.
It's a lot.
It's
It's
a-
exhausting.
Cause
He had a
I'm
pause on that one.
I'm just imagining what it would look like though, because like I would imagine that you are a reflection of me as a single person. You got some options too. Like, you mature enough to have you a solid 1 through 5. All right. And
roster.
A roster. And like, I'm the type of guy, like, if I'm dating you, you gonna know that I'm interested. And I'm gonna be interested to the point where we gonna be exchanging like intimate energy. And like, that's just a lot to even think about, because it's like I don't want to call it a
attachment.
it's a lot of attachment. And do I want to date somebody that potentially got all this equivalent attachment, and I'm option C?
Just disattach yourself.
It's just a lot. I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking about what the future could hold with this new information in my brain, with this exclusive word, knowing like what's possible.
You really just learned that word?
I won't say that I just learned it, but I'm the type of person that's like damn near. I'm not gonna say that I am this type of person, because I think that means I'm moving intentionally like this. How my heart is set up, and looking back over my life, I'm one at a time. Like, if that one ain't it and it don't work, I'm good for a whole year and a half. I'm gonna do like me, get my mind back right, get my heart straight. I'm straight, I'm solid. Celibate included at times. And then without, come on, and like without even really looking, it's not like you're gonna drop a book and I'm gonna pick your book up and we're gonna touch hands and shit, and but like, and we slowly look up at each other, but like, it's damn near that though. because we in the same environment, damn near doing the same thing, seeking to make the same amount of impact, or observing the same amount of artwork or something. And then it's gonna click from there. I'm interested in this person, and then I'm gonna see where that goes. You know, I say that possibly because I used to really be out here on demon time. You know, big Hoodville energy. I don't know if y'all know what Hoodville is on Instagram. Check it out. It's the doggest shit in the world. Huh? It is the Bible, bro. That shit is hilarious. I used to really be on that. And like now not being nowhere near that, like the energy in those posts, like the mentality of it, I don't know, I just don't want nothing to do with it, me personally, you know.
I get it. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and close that out and go to the next question. But I just want to say out there, the reason why ghosting is super annoying is because you're not really valuing people's time. And someone like me and everybody else at the table and everybody, time is valuable. That's something you kind of get back. And to waste people's time, turn off. But we're going to go now into the next thing, which is love bombing. And we're going to have Nelly tell us what love bombing is.
So love bombing is when someone overwhelms you with loving words, actions, and behaviors as a manipulation technique.
Basically, they're doing everything up front to try to get what they can, and then basically they're doing all the gadgets and the gadgets, all the talking and all the things up front to get something.
To get what they want.
To get what they want.
They're running game.
They're running game.
Love bombing sounds so nice.
It sounds nice until they get what they want.
And then they ghost your
I
ass.
was about to say like, man, fuck that, I like that shit. And then she said, last 2 words, I'm like,
But why can't people just keep it real and be like, look, this is what I want. Forget all the shenanigans. Look, I'm just trying to sleep with you, or I'm just trying to hang out. I'm really not looking for something. And I feel like sometimes males, they don't really, like males don't keep it real. Like sometimes they just want to have sex.
Females too.
Well, people should just keep it real. Stop with all this love bombing shit.
So how can you expect them to be real with you, you know?
True.
So I wear like rubber bands. So we know each other.
What color?
Damn, she got a yellow rubber band. I got a yellow band.
Hey, she ready to roll.
Bro, it's like,
And like, hey, you think
I just want to bang. I just want to chill. You know what I'm saying?
y'all remember the black rubber bands? This like early 2000s in high school and shit, middle school, you had the black rubber bands and shit, and motherfuckers used to break them when y'all used to be exclusive and shit. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Look, they nodding, they know.
I got the silly band ones.
Okay, he on childish shit.
The only rubber bands I remember is one of these colors.
On the jeans.
On the jeans, you know, I was like, what?
I think that's a certain level of masculinity and adulthood, but being a male, I'm gonna say masculinity, where you can unapologetically stand on your truth and like vocalize it. And I don't use the word like you a lot. I talk for myself. And like for me, that's risky. I really feel like, not that I'm some super saucy person, like not at all. And I'm responsible for a community. And like, if I got the thoughts in my mind that is love bomb-ish, all right, or not even love bomb-ish, because I'm like, that's capping and doing a lot. If I like me just walking up to somebody and saying what time I'm on, and they not on that time, oh, you will get canceled. Is what's in my mind. Not just canceled, like you would get. I don't want to call it canceling like it's something bad. You would be held accountable for how you represented yourself in your community. And like that shit terrifying to me. And it ain't got nothing to do with how I'm moving.
Yeah.
You know, and are there times when I have been out or I am out and I see someone, or I was about to say I see something, because I ain't seeing them as like a person, I'm seeing something about this person, a quality where like my body is, and I'm choosing my words wisely right now because we're recording, you know. Right, come on.
Spit it up.
So like, nah, bro. Nah. But like, have I had thoughts? Of course, hell yeah.
Everybody does.
Come on. And do I move on them? It's been times in my own store that like, nope, ain't no way in hell. It's been times that I've even been approached with that energy, and I might have wanted to, but I'm like, nope. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. If I'm denying myself, but like it's just I got a lot to lose, and I represent hundreds of people, and I ain't on that.
I feel like
represent
you
an
think like
idea
that
also.
because you're saying that you represent people, but I think sometimes the annoying part about love bombing is when a guy's over here trying to sweep me off my feet, doing all these gadgets and and then I'm like, you know what? I kind of like you, and they go, oh, or like, you know what I mean? It's like all this extra shit up front, but with intention to get one thing or to get me to like them, but with no longevity behind it. It's like, why do all that work and then for one intention, whether it's just to have sex, get me to like them, or to end up ghosting? You know, it's just,
It's always sex.
it's always sex. You know what I mean? So like, if you want to just have sex, why don't you just say, hey, you know what? I'm just looking to have some fun, because you'd be surprised how many people are willing to accept just that. You know,
Somebody
like,
say, I want to have fun with you for the next 4 months. Somebody can say, I want to have fun with you for the next 4 months, like over this winter. Like, however they say it, but like this is what time I'm on. It can't interfere with my work, and if you be free around these times on these days, I'm down to travel, kick it, eat.
and that leaves the person up to deciding if that's what they want to do or not. Maybe they won't. Maybe they will.
In theory, I hear theory, but in action.
They don't want to do it if you want to do it. So why is it out of the realm of possibility that they would want to do it?
That's real. That's real.
That sounds like
Well,
fun.
what attracts y'all though? What attracts you in a person? What catches your eye, and what doesn't attract you?
I think that all depends. I think it all depends.
I feel like confidence is attractive. Someone that is just like confident and just trying to show thoughtfulness and like they're interested, that they've done some research on the things that I might like. Turn-offs when I feel like no one's like they're not really paying attention. They're not really trying to learn about me or my past. They're just like here for the moment. Like, I feel that, you know, I'm not stupid.
This the fun person? You want all that from the fun person?
No, you're
No,
just
like
saying
you
in
walk
general.
the room and then you see what you're attracted to. Like you feel what you're attracted to, and you feel what you're not attracted to.
It's not always like about looks either, too.
I'm not talking about look. I'm just
Yeah.
talking about both in general. Like
It's a
looks
vibe.
and
It's
soul.
energy.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
soul
what I mean.
thing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because sometimes I might meet somebody and I'm not really attracted to them or interested in them, and then I get to know them like, dude, that motherfucker is super attractive. You know what I mean? Like super vibey. Or there's been many times where you're like, damn, that motherfucker's fine. You go over there and start talking to him like dumb as a doorknob. Yeah.
Yeah, females are like that too.
Yeah, it happens all the time. So attraction is like a little deeper. Me, I'm just more about vibes. It's not so much about looks, it's more about vibes.
Yeah, I agree on that one, because I feel like even just given like from my perspective, I feel like that goes same way too from like women and women. I feel like that goes a long way too, because a lot of it is based off looks. Like, damn, they're fine. Like I could see, like, let me see what they're about, and then you get to them and you're like, dude, what is this person you talking about?
This is not a reflection of me.
Exactly. And it's like you really got to be like, am I on this because I think that they look good, or is it because I genuinely like appreciate what it is they have to say? Because you can always start having a conversation and this person start talking willy-nilly about some crazy shit. They could come out the woodworks and be racist. And you're just like,
They're Republican, and then you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
whoa. You know, and I feel like you gotta always like take it for yourself. Like, okay, am I gonna talk to this person based because I think that they're attractive, or because I think that I genuinely like the conversations that we're having with each other? And it's not no stupid conversation that you guys are having. Like, you gotta, you know, like when you're investing time into somebody, you gotta actually be like, what does this person be thinking about? What is their perspective on different things? And if y'all don't meet in that same level and you're just kind of like, what? Like this, like you're just talking to talk at this point. And that's when you gotta say for yourself, like, okay, am I gonna string this person along because I think that they're attractive, or because I like the way that they think?
And I gotta say one thing too, thinking about like seeing somebody that's just attractive, like my reality, like speaking from like me currently, not just like different perspectives, like you can be, and we kind of already touched on this a bit, so maybe I'm just like double clicking it. Like being fine is so not enough right now, because I've learned what people might refer to as the hard way, but like lived experiences, is that like being fine don't mean that your soul whole.
No.
You know, and like me being the type of person that I am, that's like, you mentioned like it ain't always about money, it can be about spirituality, you know, it can be about, you know, your routines. And like I'm a person who craves wholeness. And like when I'm off in my life, it's because my routines are off. And like I think for me and my brothers, my homies, like my close circle of people, it's like we seek to like using like a little, you know, just like it might be a church term or whatever, but it's a part of my life, like denying like fleshliness realistically to the most possible point that we can, to avoid unwanted experiences and realities, and for to increase the likelihood of actually having an experience that we want, like being intentional to the point where like fasting, you know what I'm saying? Like me and my brothers, we'll fast and like not eat certain foods and just go straight greens and raw food, you know, for a week because we choose to, you know, or just being celibate. We ain't done that in a while, but like just be celibate for like a period. I ain't saying it like a joke. I'm being real. I'm just keeping it being, you know, but like choose to be like right now we're gonna hone in on ourselves, make sure we get our routines in order, you know, like Ramadan, or just because we choose to.
Right.
You know, and I'm saying this to like make sure I'm fully representing myself. Like here's what I live on, more than just like perspectives that I can see. You know, so like fine, and just trying to get at somebody real quick, like hell no, because that can lead to a whole bunch of unwanted.
I feel like the consensus I'm getting here is y'all homies wouldn't love bomb. But I know that you guys got homies that do love bomb.
Yeah.
So think about them, right? So I guess this question would be like, why do you think they would do that?
I mean, shit, I've been love bombed before in my second relationship. Like, she was talking about like she's into Buddhism, Tao, all these spiritual books. I'm like, man, that caught my eye instantly. Like, what? Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, all the shit she was telling me is like the shit I really like. So, and when we were in the relationship, I was buying her booty books. I was like, man, what's up? I got you this book. Ooh. And she acted like she liked it or whatever. So that made me feel good, you know? I like to share books. And later on in the time, I would ask like, hey, how's that book? How's that book? And I could tell like shorty bullshitting, you know what I mean?
That shit changed my life.
Yeah, so man, at the time we were living together, and I went to go look for the book. We were arguing too, so I would see it. I'm like, man, where's the book? She's like, oh, it's in the closet. I look in the book.
Dusty hair.
3 pages she read. I'm like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? So I left to the crib, took the book, type shit. But she was just faking the funk until she got it, type shit, you know.
So one of the reasons why I picked y'all three is because I do believe you guys are great guys. You know what I mean? So it started with the intention of knowing that you guys are good. And some of these questions may be geared towards some fuck boys that we need to get here on the
You said it
podcast.
with such anger. You heard it.
So if y'all know any fuck
Say it
boys,
again,
go ahead and
Delilah.
suggest them because we need them on the table
But I'm
talks.
saying, y'all be in the barbershop. You guys keep talking about
Yeah.
the barbershop. So you know how people talk. You know how they think. So what would be the reason why they would be love bombed?
So I definitely got people.
Yes.
Come on.
Exactly. Let's be real.
and
But why
let's,
not
like,
be
let's
real and
double-click.
say you want pussy instead of doing all the fucking shit to make me like you? Maybe you just want to
Like you
fuck.
said, you're gonna have to ask some fuck boys, because I tell them straight up. Like,
Yeah.
Why not say that though?
Yeah, because sometimes maybe we just want to have some fun. We might not even like you either. We just might
That's it,
want to
right.
get it off.
Because it's like he was saying, because
You gotta start selling these rubber
I'm
bands.
telling you, dog.
Hey, shorty rubber band, red as hell.
Like he said, what if a guy walks up to you and tells you, hey man, I just want to fuck you? And you
Well,
go
he
like,
better not walk up to me and just
know what
say
I'm saying?
that.
But
Like,
if
you be like,
if he the right guy, possibly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I
It's not
have
what you
been.
say, it's how you do it.
No, yeah.
It's how you do it.
I ain't saying be vulgar.
Yeah.
Not like that.
No, but I was saying like,
Honest,
yeah,
like,
no,
Okay, that's real.
Just have fun.
Yeah, no, guys do that.
Yeah, but when you take it the wrong way, you can be like, ah.
Well, I'll take it the wrong way if a guy just randomly comes up to me like, I'm just trying to fuck. Bitch, who the fuck are you talking
I
to?
see guys do that at bars, and I look at my boy like, what the fuck? I look at my boy, he tells him, my boy walks up to him and tells him straight up, and I look at him like, bro. Or he's all like, man, so what's up, man? I'm just trying to fuck, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up, and the girl be like,
Jelani, you on
and the
point.
girl's interested, she just look at him and, like, you know what I'm saying? The woman like,
Well, hey, I mean, we're not judging here. It
no,
is
but
what
I'm
it
saying,
is.
that's like
Yeah.
at the bar, but I'm saying, like, you're not gonna walk up to a girl like, in a restaurant and be like, what's up, you know what I mean?
Come on.
Wait, so, man, what's up?
Now, we don't want it like, don't come up to me saying you want to fuck me because I'm going to be turned all the way the fuck
Right,
off.
but I'm saying, like, if you're having a good night, you met somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And you just say, listen, I'm just about this, you know?
I'm just
So
trying to
how
have
should a guy approach it? Don't say this. Don't,
Just like, hey, you know what?
Nobody has,
Maybe it's-
nobody
we don't know how to
has
approach,
done
you know what I'm
that.
saying?
That's
Come
the
on.
problem.
How would you
To
want?
learn how to do that
Well, how would
shit.
you want the guys to
I think it
approach
got to
you?
be an energy. I think it got to be.
Gang, too.
Yeah.
I think it got to be just as. Man, I ain't had enough to be as honest as I was last week.
Take another shot.
Like I've watched people, I've watched people in my family who just know what to say in the right moment to just get a smile on somebody's face. And it's not saying it's as simple as a smile, but it's like to say, I think it got to be as intuitive and as natural as like a juke move on a football field. So like that's my comment to the how. Now to my approach, my thought to answer your question, Anita, is why do guys, our friends, and people that go to the barbershop with us do certain things? I think it's because it's a certain mindset. Like I was at a concert that some of my people was putting on not too long ago, and I'm listening to the music, and it made me realize like how, or like what my community is. Because like I went to support someone that's like on the outer rims of the community that we've built. All right, they music ain't about, like my brother Heavy, he's talking about intentionally planting seeds to reap a harvest that you intentionally want to benefit from. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the outer rims of the community was about not trusting these hoes, fucking hoes. And I was like, damn, I ain't heard music. Now let me just say this. Let me say this. I ain't been around music like that. I listen to it in my car and whatnot, but like actually being around it, backstage with the people, like this is what you choosing to amplify. So like, and I'm like, damn, I'm not judging it, and damn, this is where this person is at. So I think that and it ain't got nothing to do with age.
No.
I think it had like, what transformed me was being a high school teacher at a very young age and being like, oh shit, I haven't been humanizing women. You know what I'm saying? And like, and that's what it was for me. What allowed me to be a dog ass motherfucker was not seeing women as humans. And like, not even as an equal, like not a human.
Like objects.
Like a whole object.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
eyes, yeah.
And like, I think that there are people who die at that level of consciousness or understanding. And I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad. I am gonna say it ain't a healthy thing because it don't do shit for the culture or for the community. You know what I'm saying? About the community, I mean the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I think, because that's the world that we live in. We all is objects. You know what I'm saying? Like women is objects. You know what I'm saying? Like that's on TV, that's in music, like.
Instagram and all that shit.
And at the same time, men or males, I ain't gonna say men because that's a whole other conversation, men versus boy, not versus the stage of a boy and the stage of a man, but like,
And a dog.
or a dog, you know what I'm saying? Because you just intentionally doing this shit now. You know, like if I was to be a dog ass motherfucker now, knowing who I am, knowing what I got capable of, and it's as simple as lying and projecting an image that's not true until I get what I want and then ghosting, boy, I have all type of fake business cards. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is just, I be like choosing to be a demon versus like being the sum of the information that's in my brain that is of culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, that's why I think men or males do what we're describing, because they ain't got a hold of their brain yet, or because they hurt, or for a number of reasons, but they are not conscious about conscious. I mean, you choosing, you've made your mind to the point where how you move is a reflection of your choices. and respecting women is one of your choices.
Or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can consciously be a demon, G.
I would just like to say this for the guys out there that are watching, is that you'd be surprised when you tell a woman the truth, what she's willing to accept. I have been in a relationship before where a guy told me up front, like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna treat you like a queen. I'm gonna love you, but you know what? I might not be committed, but we're gonna have a really great relationship. But I'm just letting you, I'm gonna keep it real with you all the time. And I remember that my first thought was like, he got me fucked up. I'm not gonna fuck with him. But we kept going on these great dates. And one of the things that I noticed about the dates and just me talking to him is like, I knew what to expect of him, and I wasn't thinking like I'm the only one. I wasn't so worried about that. And we ended up in a great, healthy relationship for 4 years. This is before I actually moved back to Chicago, and he's actually my best friend now to this day. You wanna know why he's my best friend? Because he's never hurt me. He's never lied to me. He's, to me, always been someone I could trust, that had loyalty to me in a certain way, where other guys that have said, you're the only one, lied to me, cheated on me. He's never done that. And I think what I would want to see more males is be more honest. I have a lot of male homies that I talk to currently where they're like, you know what? I tell women the truth. I tell women, you know what? I'm just looking to have some fun. I'm not looking to be in a serious commitment. I'm either starting a business or being an entrepreneur. But what they say is that what happens is when they tell women that, women end up catching feelings, which goes into my next question. Can you have sex without feelings?
Absolutely not.
Is that for you, or are you saying that for like
The question
gender?
goes for everybody, and Anita answered it first. No.
I would say yes. I think just from, don't be my mom right now. Please. I think just like from talking from experience, I feel like that's something that happens a lot, and I've definitely been in that position where somebody was upfront and was like, this is not about feelings. And I've definitely been in that position where I've caught feelings. But I've also been in that position where it's like we both mutually said, like, this is nothing but just a fun time. And I definitely think like that can be brought upon, and it's different strokes for different folks. And I always say that because it's like, as long as y'all two are upfront, and like we've said here at this table many times, that not all people are going to be upfront with you. I feel like, but if you're always staying true to yourself, the only person that's going to get hurt, if you're staying true to yourself, then you're not going to get hurt in that situation, because you were being true, you were being truthful in that entire time. Like, look, I'm being upfront with you. I'm not trying to date to be committed. This is, we're going on dates and we might be intimate, but this is not something that I'm looking for that's intention. And if it does come to that point where it's like, now I'm catching feelings for you, that's when you need to be upfront too. Because I've been in that position too, where we were dating to date, and then you all of a sudden catch feelings, and then it's like, okay, let's have this conversation. Let's sit and have this conversation. I'm catching feelings. Are you feeling the same way? And if it is yes, if it is no, then okay, how can we disperse? How can we get away from these feelings? And you might not always be able to, and you might just have to cut it right then and there. But it's always, you have to be straight up. You have to be straight up. And if you're gonna stick to your truthfulness the entire time, and then that's all you can stick with, because you know your truth. Whatever anybody else says that can be different from whatever it is that you're saying, if they're not being truthful with y'all, then that's up to them. That's their choice to not be truthful. And if they're gonna take shit and then not talk about it, then that's on them. Because you sat there, you had that conversation with them to say either this is something serious or it's not. Then that's up to them, because at that point, you've done all that you can to be truthful. And if they're gonna take that and be like, okay, they told me what they said, now I'm gonna take this and be like, okay, I'm gonna bring my perspective to it. I'm gonna be truthful too. And if they don't, then that's on them.
This brings back a memory of mine when I was talking about the guy I was just talking with. And I remember, you know, like we started dating, we became serious, but you know, I already had the understanding that he could possibly be dating other women. So we go to the club, we're hanging out, and I have a feeling that there's a woman that he might be interested in. I remember I started kind of acting real square like a fool, and I was like, and he was like, hey, I told you what it was. If that's how you're gonna act, that's not the vibe that I want. And I remember I was like, This is like way before y'all even knew me too. This is like a long time ago. And I decided to remove myself, and it ended up being temporarily because what I realized was like, you know what? He's still not hurting me. He's still not lying to me. He's telling me the truth. You know what it is what it is, and now I can move forward, or I don't have to move forward. And I decided to move forward, and then I realized, you know what? He told me that, so I shouldn't be acting a fool, but I still want him in my life. You know what I mean? And then I decided to move forward with that. And like I said, we're still best friends.
But what would be the definition of catching feelings though too? Because it's like catching feelings, I feel like if you're gonna sleep with somebody, you gotta have some type of
You're gonna
feeling.
have some type
You
of
gotta
feelings.
have some type of emotion, attraction, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think catching feelings necessarily means
It's a bad thing. Yeah.
right. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I mean, if we're gonna get intimate, yeah, there has to be feelings there. Why would there not be?
Yeah, see me, I don't just have sex to have sex. I actually have sex because I like the person or I have some type of vibe. I mean, I'm not of any good service if I'm having sex with somebody that I don't like. It's not going to be fun for you or me or anybody. It's just going to be one boring situation. But yeah, what do you guys think? Can you have sex without emotions?
Yeah.
No feelings.
Yeah, no feelings.
Okay.
But I think it's dependent on the guy's mindset and stage of his life. Like now, I need to like you, all this other shit. But back then, it was just like man, you got a big ass or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, bam, do my thing, you do your thing, and then you know what I'm saying? Maybe 1 or 2 times after that, and then I get bored and whatever.
Damn. Okay.
I think I catch the ick real fast. If I don't like somebody, then it's like it doesn't get to that stage. I feel like we can all get on that same level. Maybe not for everybody else. Some people can catch the ick and still be like, I'm gonna look past it. But I feel like for a lot of us at the table, once we catch that, that's like, whoa, like, wait, that's weird, or like they're on some fuck shit. And that's why I say the ick, because that's just like how everybody says it now. It's like, then we can all collectively be like, yeah, no, I'm gonna step away from this.
Yeah.
Once you catch that, I feel like then that's just like solidified, like everything else after that is just gonna be weird. It's not gonna be the same. It's gonna be awkward.
If you're affecting a person too, it kind of like sucks because you're like, man, get up off my bed.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
I
finna
want you to
dig.
leave, but I really don't know how to tell
Yeah,
you.
like I'm finna dig, like, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit.
Being a one at a time person, and like, I'm just, you know,
Yeah.
that's what I've learned about myself sitting there talking a bit.
Yeah.
Like
That's
being-
great.
You know, that I've learned about myself. Yeah. Thank you for creating the opportunity, y'all. So, it just clicked for me, like, me having sex with somebody is definitely gonna result in me having feelings. You know, because, like, shit, I feel safe enough to, like, go,
Comfortable, type of shit.
like, you about to meet Sean. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Not much on.
come on, not Mushan, not
Not-
Mushan Ali, not Mushan Ali Hendricks. You about to meet Sean, G,
Yeah.
you know? And like, you know, when my homies see the podcast, like they know that like I got big duality energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I say a whole lot of problematic things that's hilarious. You know, and like if someone was to hear it, like we would for sure be canceled.
Yeah.
And it's like another saying that to say that like it's I'm intentional. I try my best to be intentional in how I represent myself in spaces, and it's authentic. And like intimacy for me starts way before the bedroom, way before the bed. You know what I'm saying? Or wherever. Like intimacy. Like,
It's the oral. When you're with them.
come
you feel
on.
their energy.
come on,
That's what makes it sound like, oh, I want to see
Yeah.
her, I'm going to text her.
come
Oh,
on,
like, hey,
G.
what you doing today? Like,
But
Damn.
it doesn't have to be exclusive. But I'm saying though,
That mental
nah, if it's
stimulation.
at that point for me, it's exclusive. Like,
See,
it's
but,
one-on-one. Like,
but I would disagree on that. I would say that it doesn't have to be exclusive, but it's still feelings there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's one of my
Feelings
questions
there.
that I ask. Man, so you dating? You know, like you seeing anyone? You know, and like for me, I've gotten the no's.
But see, before I would even get into the bed, I would let you know off GP. Like, listen, this is my intentions. I'm not looking for this. I'm on this.
See, I haven't had that experience. I haven't been interested in, and I don't know how I would respond. I would have to respond mindful of, okay, Anita, this person that I'm interested in from this conversation, or us dropping the book, touching hands and shit, like
In the library.
is dating. Come on, is single and dating other people. I would have to move with that in my mind, and I haven't had that
Once you
experience.
say that, it's like, zzz, there goes a wall up. So, you know what I'm saying? The
A
feeling,
wall?
you're going to put a wall up. No,
And it's not a bad wall either, though. Don't take it as a bad
No, like
thing.
if you tell somebody, like if a girl told me that, I'm like, all right, so we just, whatever, you know what I mean?
I just got your
I'm
number.
gonna put that wall.
You can say
Yeah,
this.
hold on, man.
I just got her
I'm gonna put that wall.
number.
Like,
You know
I'm not
how,
gonna catch feelings. I'm not holding my feelings back. You know what I mean?
because you just got her number, bro. It's like it's
She
one
already told me
thing.
the business. I'm gonna be like,
Cause we
Young
get
girls are honest too.
Yeah.
Be honest nowadays.
cause like we used to get numbers. Like it was multiple things to move around your day, and like at the end of your day, it's like a part of like
On Tinder.
I didn't journal back then, but like if I was on that time now, I'm journaling like, boy, today I got 3 numbers.
yeah, that's how it
You know what I'm
was,
saying?
man.
So like if you tell me I'm talking to other people, cool, you are a number. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's an option.
Yeah.
That's the option.
Come on. And I haven't had many of those because I'm not coming with that energy. And I potentially could have, but for whatever reason, when I be expressing interest in someone, or when I know there's interest being expressed in me, they ask me on the same time, been celibate for 1.5 years. Ain't been on no dates. You know what I'm saying? We just happen to be on the same energy. They just happen to be a reflection type shit. And then like, not to say that motherfuckers be nose diving in emotions. Hell no. We move around maturely and responsibly, and shit just turn into, or it don't turn into.
See, that's where, okay, so now after hearing that, I'll take my claim back. I'll take it back. Like the whole being intimate without feelings, I definitely think like feelings as in like wanting to be committed in that sense.
No, I don't think that's what feelings are when I say catchy feelings.
I feel like for me though, I have to be mentally stimulated for me to actually want to go there, or else I'm gonna just be boring as hell.
Okay, that's where, okay, we're on the same page then, it's just different words.
Yeah.
I definitely think like you have to have some type of interest in that person, some type of connection and that intimacy to be thus want to have sex with somebody to be intimate on that level. I agree 100%, so I take my claim back on that. That's all why we having these conversations.
Exactly. See,
So-
learn something from your mama today.
Period.
Yeah.
I don't know if it takes emotions, cause like fucking is different from having sex. Like fucking ain't
It's
intimate.
fucking and
Like,
making love.
come on, like fucking
Where's
is.
sex then?
That's the umbrella, G. Like, cause y'all just took it someplace
Sex.
else, G.
Making
Love
love.
is different.
Yeah. Like fucking,
Fucking
that can
sex,
happen.
making love.
Fucking is,
Where it is.
look,
Where
fucking
did
is,
whoopee come in?
Whoopee coming.
huh?
Whoopee.
Whoopee.
Oh, that stopped in 1975. I don't know what the fuck. Whoopee. That's in them big ass old station wagons. I don't know,
That shit
man.
stopped at the platforms and flare pants.
Come on. But like all the emotions that we talking about right now, don't none of that come up. And I'm gonna speak generally and broadly for the like for guys right now. Like fucking, that's it. Like you, the person, not even the person. It's the body that is being seen. Damn, choosing my language is difficult.
Bro, it's
Like-
them cheeks.
Come on, I didn't want to say that. Yes.
Look, so
It's
fucking is
different.
like, there's no,
Fucking there's no feelings. Like you hit it, you quit it, and on to the next.
Hey man, we ain't gotta know you.
like, look,
Don't-
fucking is like, you're a non-J, I don't care
Yeah.
really about your body. It's more so, it's a selfish thing. But if I'm making love to you, I'm
But then
really passionate.
that's
hold on.
somebody's character then.
I'm really passionate towards you. I want you to come, those things of that nature, like I'm
Okay,
getting your
okay.
head, all that type of shit.
Okay.
Fucking
the
is
thing.
just like a one-sided thing. Like I'm just trying to get my
Yeah,
nut
yeah.
off, and I don't care
like,
about if you
If
do
I
or
would have
not.
jacked out before you came, then I would have been straight type shit. Like,
Here we go again.
Then she
Yeah.
wouldn't
Then
she's
she.
just an object. My point is, she's just
Yeah.
an object. It's kind of, it's bogus, but it's just like,
And I'm saying what I'm saying not because I'm at that state of consciousness, and because I want to cover the wide perspective of what's in the world, because we are around it. You know what I'm saying? Like so, like, and because I've lived that state of consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's cars, clothes. You know what I'm saying? And
Hoes.
come on. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here, cars, clothes, and
Cars,
girls.
clothes,
capping this
airplanes,
shit.
and hoes.
Bad guy.
No, you definitely not. You know what I'm saying? But like that's a consciousness.
Well, part of me sometimes, I mean, they asses out here having fun.
That's what I was saying earlier. It's a stage 2. It's a stage 2 in a man's mindset. You know what I'm saying?
So would that be, do you think women share that same mentality?
Hell yeah.
I got a lot of homegirls, and yeah, but then again, that's at their stage. Like they're young, they want to have fun, they're hitting the clubs. You know what I'm saying? And they be dogging guys too. So it's like.
It don't be an age thing either, because sometimes it's like a thing. Like currently right now in my life, I'm just might be looking to have some fun. To be honest.
Come on.
Usually I would date with intention, with expectations, with all this extra emotions, but you know what? That always doesn't work out for me. Yeah. So now I'm at an age where I'm like, you know what? I might just have some fun.
Yeah.
What's the might?
Might.
She out here having fun.
You just said
not
I
off
just
the bat
might.
where you could just come up to me and be like, I just want to fuck. Hell no. You'll still get punched in your face.
I'm asking, is the might, like, have you, like, is you on demon time, or are you considering it? You said I might.
Only applies to the homies.
Why?
Huh?
Why? Because
I still gotta be mentally stimulated, but I might not have as much expectations of you. I might be, you know, like, hey, you might not be my future husband or man, but you know what? I kind of like you. Maybe we could just hang out for a little bit.
Enjoy that little trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that, and I agree with that, but I wouldn't say, you know what I'm saying, I'm just gonna be fucking.
No, I don't just be fucking. I have to have mental
I don't
stimulation
think we share
stuff.
that same mentality.
So it's the language then. You saying, well, fuck it, I'm looking for some fun. For me, I gotta translate that as what you just said. Fuck it, I'm releasing some expectations.
I'm releasing expectations of someone that I might have fun with, that maybe he might not be my man, but it doesn't mean I just fuck to fuck either.
Come on.
I still gotta have some type of mental stimulation. I might like you, but I might know, like, you know what, you're not gonna be my husband. You might not even be my boyfriend, but maybe I'm just, you know, we could still hang out.
Yeah.
Because the previous me, which I'm always changing, always be like, you know what? He's not at all boyfriend material or husband material, so I'm not even gonna go on this date. I'm not even gonna go hang out.
What's wrong with that? That's raw.
I was like that, but you know what? Sometimes what happens is when I give into that and then I start, you know, expecting things of people, they let me down. And so now I'm just on some like.
That shit sound raw. Like one of my homies, this dude, I'm gonna say this, my homie, the Honorable Hakim Doe. This brother, like, he don't have to be single, and he's single because he's preparing himself to be a husband to the woman of his choice. Like, he has, to the best of his ability, identified qualities and characteristics for the woman that he wants to build a life and a family with, and he's in preparation to find her. And his preparation looks like being the husband to that woman for him. And like, that shit is over inspiring to me.
I feel like I've always thought like that, but more recently now I think, you know what, I might just be passing up some fun moments that I might learn something from it.
That's cool.
And I might, like, who knows, but I'm not gonna pass up those fun moments, because usually I do pass them up. Usually I'm like, just like your homie, you know, and a lot of the times then I'm just like, again, passing up fun moments, you know what I mean? So now I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna have some fun moments. We'll see what happens. I'm not gonna have high expectations all the time for people, because people let me down sometimes.
Come on.
So as we start to close everything out, I'm gonna do a hot seat, quick questions, real quick. And it's just we don't have to go into a whole dialogue about it, but we could just answer it really quickly and keep it moving. One of the questions that was brought up, and this is by Instagram and just like in general, is does body count matter to y'all? Someone's body count.
No.
I would hate for somebody to judge me off my body.
Me too.
Same.
I don't ask those type of questions anymore.
I wouldn't
But
ask
if I know
either.
like a lot of people you fuck, I'm straight.
That's also what I'm gonna go into afterwards, but
Like,
yeah.
if I walk in
So
my gym, let's say we on a gym day, you fuck four homies in there, I'm good. Like, You know what I'm saying?
Body count?
Those are questions that I've learned. I don't even want to even know. I don't
Exactly.
Even
Yeah,
wanna ask.
I wouldn't ask that question.
And I
like
agree
you
with
said.
Ryu.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
If you ran through the team, like,
Then that's a different story.
that's a different story.
Which goes into like kind of my next question is if you like, okay, so body counts don't matter, but when you're dating or talking to some or whatever, you're talking about to mess with them, whatever, but you know somebody that they have slept with, does that matter to you?
Nah, I can't do that. If my homie like hit that, I can't do that. Cause I don't want to be like hitting it and then I'm thinking of my homie. Like,
I feel you, because I'm the same way.
I've had like girls like that been with my homeboy or whatever, and then they try to get at me. I'm like, nah, cool. Like, nah, I'm straight. You know.
How about if it could be your soulmate?
Nah, that ain't my soulmate. Cause why didn't she pick me first? You know what I'm saying?
She didn't know you.
Yeah, she knew your homie
Hey,
first.
but I mean that hasn't
And
been
how about
ready
if
yet,
your-
so I
how
can't
about
speak
if your
on shit.
homie's cool with it? Like, hey, you know what? She's a cool ass girl. It just, you know,
Well,
I
Or
was
she
not
fuck with
that.
you heavy?
If it happens, it happens. But I can't talk about nothing unspoken. You know.
The last time I've been in that situation, it was pre-Mashawn that I am now.
Okay.
And I had a friend of mine. She's a feminist. Like before being a feminist was like the thing to be. Before the T-shirt, I'm a feminist. So whatever the shirt is. But like she unapologetically, and it's a hot seat, so speak fast. She rudely ripped the perspective that a woman is either like a prude or a hoe. She rudely ripped the perspective that like a woman's body is something that I have possession over to the point that it's less valuable if someone else has had it. Mm-hmm. Like she rudely ripped the perspective off that like she just ripped so many beliefs that was entrenched off of my brain to the point where my head hurt and I was in tears. And like it was like I'm not exaggerating to nothing. And like I didn't know where, cause like what it did was it took pussy off of a pedestal. Because like a lot of men knowingly or unknowingly put the vagina on a pedestal that it like making it more, and I think it is a divine body, you know what I'm saying, earth people, you know what I'm saying, like birth canal, you know. And
It is on a pedestal.
and culturally though, oftentimes, but then again, who am I to say women don't treat it like it's on a pedestal? But like, who am I to say that? Because I there's a part of me that feels that, but then again, like that might be old consciousness, you know. So saying that to say there is a part of me that believes that this hypothetical woman that we are seeking to date, who might have fucked one homie or a couple other homies, I know in my heart that this person is of no less value.
Right.
And has that fully reflected in my choice? Unfortunately not. And I don't know exactly why. I feel like I needed to look at you.
Just because I looked at you.
I just,
I'm just actively listening.
So
Nothing at all.
has it, no. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't got nothing to do with my confidence. It ain't got nothing to do with my, my ability, with none of that. But like, there is still a part of me who like idealizes or romanticizes like this imaginary 1-for-1.
Yeah.
And then 1-for-1. You know what I'm saying? So like that would be my response.
You know,
And like,
Chicago is a small city.
Yo, hell yeah.
I really brought that up because I'll keep it real with y'all. Somebody that's been trying to holler at me, I know somebody he slept with before, and I really respect her. And I'm a woman's woman, so what I mean by that is I really respect women.
Come on.
So if I know that you slept with this woman before that I might work with in the future, have worked with, and I respect her in a certain way, and you did her wrong, I don't want to fuck you. I definitely don't want to hang out with you.
That's different.
So to me, one, body count don't matter to me.
Why is it different?
Well, I mean, if that that person did that person wrong, that would be different. That's something I have to consider, but people change.
What if she didn't do?
What if they didn't do nothing
Yeah,
wrong?
but
But
they just
see,
like-
me, I don't want to be with a guy where I know that he was with a girl that I probably
It's like
am
a
gonna
soul
work
type
with.
thing for
I
you,
would
too.
hit the girl. I would hit the girl and be like, yo, what's your perspective?
I think I feel the same way about you. Is like I don't want to fuck with a guy where I knew who he fucked with before, regardless. I mean, yeah, if he hurt her or not, I'm just a woman's woman. And if you fucked one of my old homegirls or a new homegirl or somebody I could work with, possibly work with, I just don't want to be messy like that. That's just not my vibe. There's too many guys out here where I'm gonna just go fuck with you and you used to fuck with a girl I know or whatever. So the police is
In
interfering.
Chicago.
That's VIP parking right there. It's fine.
Very good.
Somebody called Byron.
So the last hot seat question is this: what do the males think about taking birth control?
Ooh, yes.
Men birth control?
Sorry, that was for the.
Males birth control, because the reason how I got
When I heard you say that, I was like, I've never heard about that.
well the reason why I also bring this up.
Hell no.
No, there's still other shit.
It's
There's-
gonna come with the rubber band.
The rubber band.
That's a special color right there, bro.
The reason why I bring this up is I was talking to my homegirls the other day, and they were telling me, you know, the thing is like women, we go through a lot. We take birth control, we do all these things, and we feel that it's unfair because birth control messes with our hormones, just our emotions, our body,
Our weight.
our weight, a whole lot of things that we have to do to protect ourselves. Why is it all on us? So we're wondering, you know, if there was some birth control out there, which I think that they have, basically you could do something, a pill or like a snippet, and that's reversible.
That sounds
There is
painful.
a pill though for men.
Yeah, I think they just came out with this. What do y'all feel about taking male birth control?
If it's been FDA approved, and so this is like
It's been tested.
this fuckboy Mashawn talking, which don't even exist no more. I think that like if it was like out here and available, I think all the guys would be on that shit. You like what?
Yeah.
What? Yes.
Okay.
Straight.
So there was actually a study and it got cut because guys were like complaining about the side effects.
What's the side effects?
Let me look at it.
They better not be complaining
Because
about no
when you-
damn
when-
side effects when we go
When
through all
you
the shit
open
we go
up-
through.
Let's just say, for example, the women's pill, when you take this little tray, it's a circle and it has pills, days that you take.
You gotta take it every
I
day.
don't even like if my lady doing that. I tell her take that, get off that because I'm multi-orgasmic. So meaning like I can control my ejaculation. You know
Get
what I'm
the fuck.
It's a book. It's a spiritual book where it
Okay.
teaches a man how to be aware of his energy. So let's say I have a partner or like
Mm.
love or whatever you want.
I'm
to call
protected.
it. I'm protected, whatever, right? And I'm about to feel that urge about to come out. I'll be like, hey, hold on, slow down, shorty, I'm gonna breathe. And then that energy goes back up. And as long as she's aware and she lets me do my thing, like we could fuck for hours. Like,
So your
as long as I
pull-out game
fuck.
just gotta be on point. Is
Yeah,
what you're
you know,
saying.
it's
Okay,
like
what's the
you both
percentage?
dance.
Hey brother.
Wait, what's
Hey
the-
brother. My brother, not you. That's
Pull-out game is the birth control.
Can we
Hey,
hear
brother.
these side effects? I want to hear these side effects.
What's the percentage of that?
So
Now,
Go ahead, Nelly.
So basically, it's what the side effects are for women. So it's some of them developed acne,
Okay.
and then they complained about mood swings.
Okay.
And then some people got depressed.
Okay.
Oh,
We're not taking it.
that's really fucked up because you know what? That's what us women go through with taking birth control.
Okay, so what's
Plus
the
more.
percentage of people that really can accomplish what you accomplish?
I mean, I speak for myself. I don't know.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Hey man.
So besides you,
Without reading that book, it's a gang of motherfuckers in the world that know they gotta take a break and breathe and
Yeah,
chill.
yeah.
And let me say
you know
that
there's pre-cum too.
that's
Yeah.
like one of my homies will be saying a perspective, and like 'cause we perspective explore. So because we ever seeking to grow. And like this is funny. I'm seeing you as my brother. That's what I'm saying. But this is no intentions for harm or none of that shit. And see it as a joke. Come on.
No,
Like,
a lot of people feel that way. because
I would
they
just say foolish at the end of what you're saying as a joke. Because like I hear you, like the semen retention, being able to control and like reverse the energy goes
The
up.
benefits of it too is like, for me, I work out a lot. So I put
Come
my
on.
body through a lot of shit. I don't like feeling tired. Like, all right, I do it with Shorty, I bust a nut, I feel tired, I don't feel like working out, or that's a lazy ass workout, right?
Come on.
So in that book, the benefit of controlling your ejaculation, you feel energetic. So that energy that came from your dick or your balls goes to your mind now, and it goes back to your body.
Isn't that
It's
how
a
guys
whole-
get blue balls though, where they just don't
Because
nut?
look, it's more than, it's also breathing, but it's more connections of your body. You gotta be, it teaches you certain body parts of your body to be aware.
That's what you're supposed to do before you box or like you fight, right?
To an extent, yeah. That's
Yeah.
what like they tell boxers or NFL players like don't have sex before
Right.
the game day type shit. That's a fact because you waste a lot of energy
Energy.
in your body.
Yeah.
So it's
I'm
it's
in
more to
tune,
it, bro.
and
the
that shit
multi-orgasmic
risky.
Man, will
Okay,
read that
It's
shit.
still risky.
Yeah, I'm in
That
tune
should
with what
be
you're talking about. It
option.
ain't new to me.
That would be one option of birth control.
Come on.
But then the second option would be like actual birth control.
Yeah.
I'm good.
So you're gonna do it?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Nope.
I mean, no, and I could
Ain't that
imagine.
about a beat?
I don't know. I can't give a quick answer like that. I
Everybody
can.
needs bracelets. Everybody needs.
Yeah, we for sure need them.
Talk to Ryu about controlling their
Right,
nut.
bracelets.
Bracelets and Ryu's book on how to control the nut.
Give a seminar on
How to control your nut.
yeah.
Yeah.
Would you?
Hey, actually,
By
I
Ryu.
got one of the books. Hold on.
Period. Period. We're gonna get right back into it. El Jefe had to dip, but now we have D-Dog Nelly. Nelly is my right-hand person
Yes.
that helps with all operations.
Yes.
Come on.
So she's gonna be joining the conversation now, but we're gonna get into this book that Ryu just had with him.
It's like fucking $15, man. Buy that shit. Change your life.
And that's just about what? Controlling your nut or what?
Yeah, but so sex is also a meditative experience. Like you ever had sex with someone and you're like, your energy's kind of down, or you know what I mean? And then you have sex with someone that you're like, man, you're pumped, like life is beautiful, you feel great, you're like, hey, good morning type shit. It's really like a meditative soul experience. You know what
I
I'm
feel like to me that's mental stimulation where I'm just like, regardless if the sex is bad or not, I'm just like super into it.
saying?
To that person.
Yeah. But it's an energy exchange too. So what I was saying earlier, like the benefit too, like instead of busting a nut feeling tired. So I'll give you another example, like the first girl who I was in a relationship with at the time, when I was sharing it with her, as we were doing it, like it's a big breathing aspect to it. So you guys can actually exchange energy and feel that sensation like in your mind and your whole body like tingling type shit if you breathe right. So say like, all right, I'm on top and I'm giving it to her, I inhale, and then as I exhale, she inhales. And then as she exhales, I inhale.
Oh wait, so this is like a partner share.
Yeah,
It's not just you.
so it's beneficial if you tell your partner, like, it's beneficial if you tell your partner what's going on, so the experience itself is way better. Cause like when y'all both feel that shit, it's like, man, this shit is dope. Like, you know, you feel it like, it's like, it feels like you got electrocuted type shit, but in a good way.
And so then
That's why I stopped smoking too, to be honest.
okay, and then with both of y'all like going through all those great feelings and this is like what percentage of not or
Rare.
what percentage of birth control would that be?
You back to the question. Is this effective or not?
Cause this sounds like a lot. This
It is
would
a
be
lot.
hard for me
You
to
gonna
just
slip
go,
up even
boom.
more.
A lot of girls, it is a lot, and a lot of girls, they think it's funny too, and they also, it hits their ego. Because when you tell them like, all right, I want to last a really long time, I want to go this experience, they're like, oh nah, I'm gonna make this nigga come quick, like da da da. They're like, oh nah, that's not gonna happen for me. Like, a lot of them, not all, but most of them,
Well,
hit their
maybe,
ego,
do you feel like that is, it depends.
because they want that walk type shit.
I feel like if you
Wow.
guys are both on the same page and you're talking about it like this is what we're studying
Like
and
a
this is
fun
what we're on.
experience, yeah, it's something
Yeah.
different, yeah.
But if I feel like you just trying to make it last on some extra shit.
But I feel like this, what
Uh-huh.
you're saying, this is like something that you would do with somebody that you're actually fucking with.
And
Take it for
exclusive.
example, somebody that's like,
Exclusive.
take it for
Come
example,
on.
like how you said, somebody you're just fucking with to fuck, and
Yeah, I don't
you
tell
don't
them.
bring this out.
Yeah.
what, like,
You don't tell them or you don't do it.
No, I do it. You know what I'm saying? I try to control it the best I can. Cause don't get me wrong, like sometimes I do lose control and that shit like, fuck.
They be like, damn, I'm not on no birth control. Fuck.
I know when to pull out because like when you start doing this, you could feel it like when it's from the bottom coming up of your dick. Like it's crazy. You can feel everything. So it's like like, you know what I'm saying? When it's about to come out, you're like, all right, shit.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. I think it's just a double standard that us women have to go through the emotions and go through the acne and go through the freaking ups and downs, but y'all don't have to do that. That's not fair.
We think about birth, we think about women.
Huh?
We think about birth, we think about women. If it was like pregnancy control, then I think it's like the shared responsibility. You know, but like birth control, I'm thinking.
Well, why does it have to be all up to us all the time? Now, it's not to say that if a guy told me he was on birth control, I'm just gonna trust him. Okay, cool, baby. Let's willy-nilly out here.
You still
Nah.
gotta strap up, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, you gotta take every precaution if you're not ready to have a child.
And some girls don't even use birth control. They have that tube in them. Know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
the IUD.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
That
that's
is
just
birth
kind of
control.
annoying because you
That
can
is
feel
birth
that shit.
control.
Or,
IUD is-
yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
It's actually the
it
most
is.
effective.
What tube you talking about?
He's talking about that, I think.
Well, it's in there, but you can feel it. It's kind of annoying.
It's a T.
You-
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
That's a whole nother topic, but I've never took anything like that, IUD. It's usually, that's a whole nother subject.
Also, wouldn't it be smart for guys to be on birth control, right?
Yeah,
aren't they
because y'all the
always,
ones
like,
getting girls
not-
pregnant. Y'all the ones.
That's why.
My situation.
That's why I say if there was a birth control for men, we would have swept through the hood already. Guys would have been like, boy, you better go get the boom. They would have been selling it at the barbershop.
Because they got the side effects and they said no, that's too much.
They ain't tested
It's
that
not
in the black
easily
community.
accessible
There ain't no
yet.
black man heard about birth
feel
control.
like it needs to be
That's a
easily
joke.
accessible.
I'm making a joke. Know that. But like, I ain't never heard of it.
It's still very new, and I feel like just as much as women, like I was literally talking to my homegirls the other day, and we were talking about out the gate, our mothers, my mom in particular, at a young age, she was talking to me about that right away. I mean, I got my period, my menstrual cycle when I was like 11. Out the gate, my mom, before I was even having sex, my mom was talking to me about birth control. And so, but men are just not really, I feel like it's such a new thing with birth control, so that we're not talking about that, but maybe if it's easily accessible and it's talked about, and just
It's
like
common,
we are,
Just like how many women take birth control, and if it was common for a bunch of men to be taking birth control, then a lot of men would.
I feel like men would actually take it, because I feel like men nowadays, they don't want to just easily get a girl pregnant, and I feel like if they had that option, they would.
I think they should start birth control with athletes.
That's a whole nother subject too.
Protect you from HIV.
No, it does not.
No.
No, but neither does women's birth control either.
I can definitely see there being a birth control for men that is for like low consciousness, because this is a form of birth control. I don't want to like
Naturally, though.
skip
That's
past
natural.
it, because like birth, I think control. I think that 'cause I have these duality moments where I'm like all in my body somewhat, and then like God consciousness, and like when I think about control, for me it's self-control, and it's like it starts in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Then it's to the point where it reflects in my actions, to the point where it's like a rhythm, like a hypnotic rhythm, is what one of my favorite books calls it. And like this here, like our brother Ryu, like the more he slip up, the less he wants to slip up. Is what it sounds like, to the point where he's just gonna be a big freak body Taoist who don't slip up no more.
Intellectual
Giving
Taoist.
seminars and shit, how to do it.
Come on, to the point where that is the most healthiest
Absolutely.
It is
form
healthy.
of birth. Like it's the vegan form of birth control.
I actually like that way, because as much as I believe in birth control and all that, being a vegan and being someone that is different now, I don't take birth control because I know how much it does mess up a woman's body, how much it does control our hormones and emotions and our body weight and all those things. So now at this age of where I'm at in my life, I don't take it, because I just know what it does, the side effects of that. So I kind of respect what you're saying, and I love that idea. But I don't really just trust males to always just have their pull-out game on point like that.
Hell no. Come on.
And so
I
I feel
can
like,
imagine Rod, you like this in the motherfucking bedroom, like, yeah, are you ready? If they ain't on that,
He's like,
come on, you know?
He's like, all right.
Come on.
I found that shit when I was like 19, so that shit is just a natural rhythm like you were talking about.
that's
Come
great.
on.
You're ahead of the game.
That's what's up. But you know
Come
what?
on.
Also for women, it's a big risk of cancer.
Yeah, it's a
Damn.
lot of things. Fibroids,
Big
cancer,
risk of cancer, but you know what, though?
endometriosis, all types of shit.
And I feel
know what that
Delilah on every level, but I take it because you know what? I don't fuck with kids. You know what I'm saying?
I don't either.
I don't fuck with kids, and that's
Come on.
it. And I don't want no kids. I'm done with kids, and so I take it. It's either cancer or kids.
Well, maybe I can tell y'all.
It's okay.
Whoa! Right?
I'll keep it real with y'all. How I kind of like not take birth control and not get pregnant is one, I know my ovulation days, and it's usually 4 to 6 days out of the month that women could get pregnant. So I'm very aware of those days and dates. I keep track of those dates, and I know if I'm going to be in an intimate relationship or in a relationship where we're not using condoms, I know on those are the dates or around those dates that I cannot trust a man's pull-out game or things like that.
Have you
What-
ever told a man to like come inside you? Like while you're in the moment type shit?
Whoa!
Delilah said, move this mic.
But even if a woman says that, I think
This week of Table Talks with the Homies.
Next week.
No, we're being honest.
Next question.
I understand that when you do things like that, it's an emotional thing.
Come on.
I get it, and it's fun and it's emotional and yeah, could be some fugazi ass shit. But anywho,
you've been told that before, and like we know better than to listen. Cause like if we did listen, they're gonna be upset. You know what I'm saying? And like, you did what? You know what I'm saying? When the moment is over. And I think,
don't care if they're upset. I just don't want to care with nobody. like,
Yeah.
at the moment, you know?
yeah, I think that's one of those moments when it's like, like where
I would be scared to tell a guy that, to be honest.
Yeah, I think masculinity is tested in those moments. You know what I'm saying? Because I think there are, and that's a part of masculinity. Not to take that away from like femininity, because it's the similar traits, and like that, like that's not what we're here to do. And like I hear you expressing yourself freely, and
Don't mean you gotta listen.
come on, you know.
Don't take the challenge.
Yeah, I overly think things too, and I have brothers, and I always told them like, don't trust girls if they're saying they're taking birth control, or don't do this, you know.
That's what I
So for me to be like, go ahead and like, nut in me, you know, I feel like the guy that I actually finally gave into would be like, bitch, what the hell are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, so I get it. That part when you're having sexual intercourse or you're having sex and you're not, I get it. It's a good feeling, but I've never like, or would want to actually say that unless I was like ready to get prego.
And you gonna have a conversation before that though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Like
So
tonight, we about to. It's time to make some people. You know
The
what
type
I'm
of
saying?
woman that I am, when I finally do decide to have a child with someone, before we actually have sex, we are going to talk about it and say, look, we are going to have sex unprotected, and we are and if you come inside me, that means it's a possibility that we're going to have a baby, and we're both okay with it. We're both ready for that, and that's what we're planning on.
Come on.
If I don't have that, I'm not going to be bamboozling nobody. I'm not going to be no one's baby mama, and no one's going to ever say something like, oh, I didn't even know she was got pregnant, or I didn't even know, like, nah, motherfucker, we planned this shit, period.
Come on.
I'm gonna have the receipts.
Period.
And I got the lived experiences, Delilah, that say, because I just heard this, and I probably had enough to say what I'm about to say. You never know if you will be somebody's baby mom, BM, because and I say this right here because last week I said some real things as far as my daughter's mom being a whole boss. You know what I'm saying? And thinking about my father as my father, and then my mother's husband, two different people. Right. You know what I'm saying? And like her and I talked about the conversation that we had last week, And like that was interesting because I found myself just let me make sure that I apologize for any and everything, even though I may not even know. All right. So like there might be things, and by things I mean experiences and information that has been passed down from family that if you were to experience it after being pregnant with the mate, that you might feel like you can do it better by yourself. Or it just might trigger you in a way that has you, because you two totally different people.
Yeah.
Like single Delilah, not mom Delilah. I found out I'm pregnant, Delilah. You ain't even had the baby. You a totally different person. So you never know what experiences are in your brain. Because what they call it, like processed trauma and then unprocessed trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know. So I'm just,
I think I don't mind the baby mama part. It's more so I don't want to bamboozle somebody and they go, oh, because I've talked to so many guys where they're like, they have kids. And it's really hard, by the way, it's really hard to date guys with kids, but that's a whole nother subject. But when a guy is like, oh, I got her pregnant and I didn't know or I wasn't planning to, I don't want a guy to ever say that he wasn't planning to get me pregnant.
Oh, come on.
I don't mind being someone's baby mama or someone like that.
Accident.
But I just don't want someone to say that was an accident. I had a baby with Delilah by accident.
Right, come on.
No, I want them to say, you know what, we planned it. We're not in a romantic relationship or in a commitment, but we planned it. That's like my worst fear is to have a kid with someone and they're like, I didn't freaking know we were going to have a kid or that wasn't my plan, you know? Because I hear a lot of guys say that about their baby mamas. And to us, that's a turnoff. It's like, damn, you know, that's how you're going to say that about your baby mama. But that happens to people. And I refuse to be that type of baby mama.
Come on.
So we're going to go ahead and close it out. And what I want to do is let everybody know if y'all have something coming up or we should look out for something, or if you have an IG you want us to hit up or anything like that. So we'll go ahead and start with Mashawn, Mr. Chicago Trap House.
Come on, let's go. So I'm grateful that last week, I don't know when this is gonna air, so let me say, you just killed that cup. Y'all think that cup was, I'm about to do the same thing, so don't trip.
Hey, no, we're gonna have to do a whole cheers too, so.
Come on, I'm with it, episode 1. So March, I wanna say 11th, DePaul opened up its most recent exhibition and I'm a part of it. I'm grateful. It's going to be showing. It's showing now through August 7th. So definitely go support that. See all the artwork in there. It's a great piece around like torture and how it relates from Guantanamo Bay to Chicago. Healing, reconciliation. So definitely check that out. And then Trap House Chicago. We are always dropping merch. Just don't be. Come on, our brother right here, Kid, got a whole fit on, going crazy.
Trying to get that.
Period.
Come on.
We've been wearing that hoodie out every day. I be out here like this, like putting my hoodie up more so people can read the back. Like,
come on, I seen you today and I really appreciate it. It really lifted my spirits. So every piece that we make is like when you wear it, you become a teaching artist. Like you become a walk-in opportunity for education, a walk-in opportunity for community. So just go shop. Liking pictures is cool, and definitely hopping on the website and shopping. And we just got what's it called? Where you can pay for your merch in like 4 payments.
Period. Payment plan?
Afterpay. I think it's Afterpay. Yeah, we just got the Afterpay. So
there ain't no excuses.
You know, go ball out. You know.
Where can we find? What's your Instagram and where can we find your merch at?
Come on, so Mashawn_Ali is my personal. I be doing like the BTS to everything that I do, or just like dropping some spiritual gems here and there. And then Trap House Chicago is the IG for the actual restorative justice based brand. And then TrapHouseChicago.us. Rock with us. We're gonna be having some circles coming up. Yeah, we're a part of the community. We're gonna be going to Cube. It's a lot that I can say. So, but that's it right now.
I know you got all types of stuff coming up.
Come on, I'm big body grateful, you know. So.
So I'll start with since I do merchandise for Healthy Hood Chicago, definitely get up with us. We're once this airs out, we're definitely gonna be up on www.healthyhoodchicago.com with all of our merch. We're definitely gonna be getting up with Trap House Chicago, so definitely stay tuned. We're gonna be having some merch together. And definitely cop, we got all of our All Power to the People. That's our uniform, Healthy Hood uniform.
Wear that shirt out too.
Yes, wear that shirt out.
Servants
Kid,
of the people.
Kid got that shit on. You know, we out here.
Second
Come on.
Kid got
Don't
that
freaking play, period.
Come on.
You know, the servant of the people stuff. We're
on.
out here for real.
Come on.
Like we're out here putting all this shit out. So definitely support. I feel like my best obviously my way of bringing this restorative justice, this social justice aspect is always in the fashion. So you can always get a part and get on top of a different situation, social climate and stuff like that by wearing the merch. People see your shit. This is a new age where people look at your clothes and they're like, damn, that shit looks dope. Where can I get that shit from? Support us, Trap House Chicago, Healthy Hood Chicago. You can find us at Healthy Hood Shy on Instagram. I'm at Beauty the Goat on Instagram. So please follow all of our shit. Stay in tune. We're gonna be going to Cuba in July. We're taking a bunch of students. We're going out there as a caravan. We're going out there with the blockade that's going on in Cuba. We're going out there distributing syringes and stuff like that so that the vaccine can be distributed out there. And we're really just trying to bring awareness to the different social climates that are going on in our society as of right now. So please support, buy the merch, do what you can, donate. But yeah, Healthy Hood Chicago.
Come on.
Anyone else?
Shit, if you want to get into it with the Dragon series, follow me on TikTok and Instagram at RYUSOL_G. And if you want to get into it with Rackham Entertainment, #1 doing the Rammers on the south side of Chicago.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram as well, and TikTok, RackhamENT312.
And I don't mean to add to that, but they also do a lot of community projects, give backs, toy drives, food drives. We have a whole mural for Melissa Ortega coming up. We have some toy giveaways. Look, we're just heading into spring and summer. We're just about to get started. It's been cold. We've been up in here chilling, taking naps, and now it's time to get busy. So, anybody else? So we're gonna go ahead and end this segment. The end of episode 1, part 2, and this is your girl, your home girl, Delilah of Table Talks with the Homies. Thank y'all for coming.
Are we taking a shot to end it?
We're gonna go ahead and take the shot.
My cup is whole empty though.